Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. I'm Alanna Zingano, and in today's video we're discussing some news from Royal Caribbean and their plans to return to service. So Royal Caribbean has discussed that they are actively focused on being in a strong position when we are able to travel again, and that their responsibility is to be in the best possible position for when cruising reopens. So that just begs the question, when can we cruise again? It's the question on all of our minds. Michael Bailey announced today that later this afternoon they will be announcing further suspension of voyages until the end of July, up until July 31st, and the only exception to this suspension will be our China operations. So it was discussed that they will likely see a return to service to other parts of the world sooner than we will see here in the US. Richard Fain, chairman of Royal Caribbean, said that our goal is to raise our standards to entirely new levels, as we believe that they will help us and we can have the experts start talking now with advisors in the process, and we'll continue to be better prepared today than we were yesterday, and we'll be better prepared for tomorrow. But the one thing that won't change is the hygiene and other health protocols solidly in place. So what does this strong position look like when it's the right time to cruise again? As the extended pause on cruise operations excludes its China operations, as we have seen other parts of the world experience this crisis earlier than we have in the United States. And going through this experience has allowed them to open back parts of the world already. For example, Disney Shanghai has recently reopened, and Royal Caribbean even went to go take notes on how they were running the operation, to see the policies and see what they could implement on the cruise ships in regards to social distancing and overall guest satisfaction of a new type of vacation experience post-COVID. So with a potential different story for every region of the world, and specifically for Europe and China, it has been hinted that those markets will be open first. Again, as they've went through this experience earlier than we have in the United States, they will have set the stage and be ready to cruise sooner than we are. Royal Caribbean did mention that they are working to comply with CDC guidelines to ensure that they are working for a healthy return to service plan that works and gets approved by the CDC for cruising in the United States. So logistically speaking, the process of returning to service is slow and gradual. It was described as being a light switch on a dimmer. When they bring ships back to service, it will be a few ships at a time, and we will not have the ramping up with all the ships within the fleet. We cannot expect all the ships to be operating right away. A gradual start is likely, just like how society has slowly begun to reopen. They will select a few ships to be brought back in phases. Therefore, the return to service will surely be a smaller process, just a few ships, test drive the market and operation. There are some big differences that are happening in different parts of the world, so they aim to give us consumers the confidence and a healthy return to service. So how do you give consumers the comfort when there's no vaccine? Well, it's premature as of yet. Royal Caribbean has the consciousness of the issue, and they are working with the experts for the understanding and knowledge of the virus to see what they can do. Keep in mind that information keeps changing, so before they come back to service, they have to address a proper way of how to handle all of this. Cruising will definitely be determined on the availability of testing, contact tracing, vaccines, the health and safety procedures, and the overall enhanced processes. Royal Caribbean has said that it's still very early days, but with the auspicious signs with the world reopening, I think there's a glimmer of hope here. I look forward to sharing with you more developments from Royal Caribbean as they are focused on emerging in a strong position when we are able to travel again, whether it be first in China or other parts of the world. If you enjoyed this video and update, please do give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more if you haven't already so you get notified when I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now.